Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joy Grace, and today I thought I would show a few of the items I picked up during the recent Charlotte Tilbury. So during the Charlotte Tilbury sale, I noticed she had several bundle sets at discount. So I waited until they dropped down to 40%. So the first bundle she had was the exaggerated bundle, and again, I got it at 40% off, so a great deal. And so it was around, I think, $60, I believe. So you got the exaggerated quad first off, and I really wanted this because it was more so of a neutral palette and neutral tones. I was a little scared that the matte shade would be a little too red, but as you can see in the up close shots and also in the swatches, it's just a really nice, it's really just not that warm. It's a different type of neutral than what I'm used to. I'm kind of more used to the taupes and the golds. And so this palette is a really nice addition to my collection. And I like the shimmer formula that Charlotte has. It's a very subtle shimmer, and it's very nice for those of us that have aging eyelids. So I'm beginning to have aging eyelids, and a lot of the more foiled metallic shimmers, they crease really easily, like ColourPop, like Sydney Grace. Those types of formulas crease really badly and quickly on me. But the softer shimmers, like the shade in the upper right hand of this quad, is really nice, and I find that they don't crease like at all during the day, at least on me. The other thing I like about this palette is that I can get an entire look out of just these 4 shades. And the third thing I like about it is the pop shade. So typically during an everyday work to work, I care what I look like, but if I don't like care what I look like, I might just use the 2 shimmer shades and then the matte shade. But if I'm going out to dinner or something where I want to look a little nicer, more glam, I'll use that pop shade all over the lid, and it's just really nice. I like that pop shade because it just adds a sheen, kind of a sparkle, but like it's a clear sparkle, so it doesn't overpower the shimmer underneath it. So that's why I really like this quad a lot better even than I thought I would. So the second product you got in that exaggerated bundle was an Eyes to Mesmerize shade, and you got to pick which shade you wanted. So the one that I really was drawn to is the shade Oyster Pearl, and it's this really beautiful taupe shimmer. Again, the shimmer's very light. It's not like a foiled, I wouldn't even say it's as strong of a foil as the Stila Shimmer and Glows. But this one is very nice. I've only worn it a couple of times, and the times I have worn it have not been super long. So I've heard that these crease. Again, I haven't worn them for a full day yet to test that, but when I have worn these, I've been very impressed with just the color, especially the shade of this one. It's super nice with just a light taupe brown in the crease, and then you put this all over the lid and you look really nice. Just easy, effortless, beautiful makeup, and that's what I'm after these days. So aside from that, so those 2 products you got in the exaggerated bundle, and then the third product you got, again, I was a little indifferent on this one. This is the classic eye pencil, and you got to pick what shade you wanted. So there were 3 options. You got a matte black, a matte brown, and a shimmering brown. I chose the matte brown, which she calls classic brown. And this is a really nice pencil, I gotta say. I had been used to using dark brown eyeshadows as liner, so I would use my super thin Wayne Goss brush to stamp whatever eyeshadow into the lash line, and that gives a really nice effect. And it's not like you're needing a separate product. But again, this was in the set, and it was basically free, or less than free, if you consider the other 2 at full price in the bundle set. So this is a really nice pencil, I gotta say. I like how pointed it came. I have not had to sharpen it yet. I've used it 2 or 3 times, and it's just a nice pencil. I gotta say, no complaints from me for that one. So that was the first set I picked up. And then the second set I picked up, I was very excited to pick up, and I thought that was also at 40% off. When I went back and looked at my receipt, I don't know what I was thinking, because it was only like 15% off, I think. So my bad on that. I probably should have waited to purchase it at a Sephora sale. But the product in this set that I was very excited to get was the blush. So I had talked about earlier in my ranking face palettes that I really liked the blush in Charlotte's Pretty Blushed Beauty palette. And so I was curious to try her formula in the full size. So the shade that I picked up is the lightest one that she offers, which is the First Love shade. And again, the official name of this blush is Cheek to Chic. And I really like this one because it goes with anything. So it can go with cool tone looks and it can go with warm tone looks. It's just a very light, kind of barely there blush. If you're darker than me, it certainly wouldn't show up, but I like that it's buildable and it's not that richly pigmented to where you have to really think about, okay, does this blush go with the eyeshadow tones that I'm wearing? So, and as far as the finish, it's like a kind of a mix between a matte to shimmer sheen. It's certainly not shimmer. It's just, I don't know, it's just a healthy matte, if that's the thing. It's not a flat matte. So I really enjoy that one. And then the second product that you got in that set was, you chose which shade of the Hollywood Flawless filter that you wanted. I was debating, I thought I would be shade 2, which I think was also a fair or light shade, but I'm really glad now that I have it that I chose the lightest shade that they have, which is shade 1 fair. This is a kind of a multi-use product that they advertise, so it can be used as all over primer, or it can be mixed into foundations, or the third way you can use it is as a liquid highlighter. So I've used it as a primer, and I gotta say I wasn't that impressed with it. It's kind of almost too glowy for me. I have not used it yet mixed in with a foundation. I'm curious to do that with some of my more super matte foundations, because I'm curious how that would look. I do that a lot with my matte foundations. I'll mix them usually with more dewy foundations just to kind of balance out that matteness. But I'm curious what using this Hollywood Flawless filter in with those matte foundations would do. But how I used it today was on the cheeks as a liquid highlighter. And I gotta say, I really like that that method of applying this. It's very kind of natural, almost like basically like a liquid version of her glow powder that's in the Film Star Bronze and Glow. Yeah, I just really like it. So that was the second set. And then aside from that, you got a free product. So I think my total was around $120. And so you got a free product. I think it was over $90. If you spend over $90, you got a free lip gloss. And so I got her lip luster, and I chose the shade Seduction because it looked like it is a light nude. It has a nice sheen to it. It is a little more sticky and a little more tacky than I'm used to. I've mostly been using lip oils now that I think about it, but it's a nice shade. I like it. I don't wear lip glosses that often, and I'm not like obsessed with lip products, so it's fine. But other than that, that is all of the products that I picked up. Okay, now taking the light, second to lightest shimmer, the upper right shade, all over the lid. Now I'm going to take the sparkly shade all over the lid just as a lid topper. You can see between this eye that has the pop shade applied versus this eye that doesn't, it just adds a nice sparkle. So this you might wear like every day to work, but this if you needed to go out to dinner or something you wanted to dress up a little more for, that shade is perfect for that because it's kind of transparent, so it lets the shimmer shade that's underneath shine through that much more. Evening out the other side. Alright, now taking the lightest shimmer in the palette. This is the prime, she calls this the prime shade. I need to do an eye look actually in the order and the way that she suggests to use these quads. I'm just, by habit, mattes in the crease, shimmers on the lid, sparkles on the lid, lightest shade on the inner corner. But I'm curious to do it her way, just for something different. See how it looks on how I like that look. Alright, so that's how it's looking with the eyeliner applied. I'm getting used to it. I had gotten out of the habit of using traditional eye pencils, so it's kind of like doing something new for the first time again. As I mentioned, I've just been in the habit of using dark brown eyeshadows stamped in the lower lash line, so using a traditional eye pencil, it's like, I gotta get used to it. And now I'll notice I have a lash. So I like that look. Like I said, you probably can't see, I mean, it doesn't appear to be much of anything, but it's definitely there in person, and it's just a super natural flush, super natural light flush at that. So, all right, bronzer and blush applied. To apply the foundation or the Hollywood Flawless Filter highlighter, I'm just going to take the clean side of my Beauty Blender sponge and apply it that way. Okay, so hopefully you can see the highlight applied, and I apologize, it's kind of afternoon here, so the sun's in all directions, so that might be affecting whether it's shining directly on my face or not. But anyways, you can see kind of how just how beautiful it is. Honestly, it's not sparkly, it's just a slight sheen and perfect for every day, and it can be built up. I kind of did a light layer on both sides, but I like it. All right, so I'm back. I just applied the Wonder Beauty Unlashed Mascara, just what I'm currently using. So this shade is slightly tacky. It's a thicker gloss, but it's not a plumping lip gloss, which I really appreciate. I can't stand the Buxom lip glosses. I do not like that feeling of tingling on the lips. But so this is really nice. It is smaller, but it is the full size. But I don't wear lip glosses that often, so size isn't an issue for me. All right, I hope you enjoyed watching this try-on haul. If you did, please give it a like, and also leave a comment down below. If you've tried other Charlotte Tilbury products, if you bought anything during the sale, I'd love to know all of that. So let me know. And thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.